Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel and thank you for checking out again. For those of you who's just seen this for the first time, I'm Juanito Calibird or JC. I'm a physiotherapist here in the UK and I'm doing these vlogs to share my experiences, suggestions, recommendations, to help other internationally trained physiotherapists in their journey of getting registered or getting a work here in the UK. For today's video, I'm just going to share my experience today, which is attending a training course provided by the NHS England. It's a fully funded course and I was allowed to attend. It's called the Respiratory Skills for Internationally Trained Physiotherapists. And of course, what came straight to my mind is to share this to all of you. Of course, because this channel is mainly intended for all internationally trained physiotherapists who's trying to get job here in the UK. So it's I think a good idea to share this to all of you, and this is just to help you reassure yourself that as you get a job here in the UK, you will be fully supported with trainings, with supervisions, and things like this as you try to adapt to the work here in the UK. So for those of you worrying that the training is different, how the profession is done here in this country, so this is just kind of reassuring all of you about that aspect. Okay, so just to run you through to this course, because I think this will be a regular thing now that the NHS England will be providing, hopefully, because that's how it sounds like. But I think this is the first time they've done this kind of thing, and maybe part of the long-term plan. Perhaps some of you have read about that already when you're preparing for your interviews. So it's a 5-day course. 3 days will be virtual, it's online, and then 2 days they're saying that it'll be a face-to-face practical, or is that right, practical in-person training, which is still to be announced. So today, which is the first day, it was just talking about more of the anatomy, physiology. We also talked about the clinical applications of some of the treatments, assessment, and things like what we check, like the X-ray, and how they help us in our assessment and clinical judgment. But yeah, it's mainly more about the respiratory and anatomy and pathophysiology. And then the second day would be talking more about the respiratory conditions, and the third day will be for more of the assessment and treatment. And yeah, as they've told us that the last 2 days will be a practical session. It's a good training because that's what I already experienced myself. The anxiousness when we are trying to get a job, and in our interviews they're talking a lot about on calls, respiratory rotation, acute respiratory rotations, things like that, and lots of the questions about your skills about that. And I understand that this is a topic that we struggled, some of the countries, especially because we have a dedicated the different profession for that, the respiratory therapists doing those kind of job. But yeah, in this country, you'll be doing that job, and it's a totally different field, and it's a very challenging but very fulfilling area if you want to pursue it here. And it's a key rotation when you're doing acute rotation, especially for band 5s and band 6 sometimes. Yeah, some of the things that I've just learned, or from the sharing of the people and the speakers from the training, there are a lot of us internationally trained physiotherapists who's struggling on those rotations, the respiratory rotations, and some of their clinical leads or their superiors have thought that internationally trained physios are weak on this area, and so those that led this training actually thought of that. There was also one sharing that people can get debanded. So for example, because here, as you all know, your entry level as a qualified physio will be band 5, so sometimes, or band 6. So sometimes when you get into the job and they think that you're not fit for your banding yet, so there are cases that you can be lowered in your banding. So this was one of the areas that may cause that. So yeah, it will be good to prepare yourself in this kind of thing. So just to prove to them that we are, all of us, all internationally trained physios, can do this and we're right for the job. And it will be one of the challenges that you may be wanting to decide if you're willing to face, because it's one of the things that you find it different here in the how the profession is practiced here in the UK. But just again to reassure you that a lot of us has got over it, so, and successfully progressed with our career, even if we're internationally trained. As you know, has been a diverse place for this profession, so I can assure you that you can overcome this, but you just need to be willing to sacrifice and be persevering about things. For those of you who's interested with the mentoring scheme and preparing for your interviews, as I've been talking already, you can check the mentoring scheme if you're already a CSB member, and look for my name, and maybe we can discuss more about this topic, the respiratory skills. Okay, thank you all for listening, and hope to see you in my next videos. Bye.